to SEC Plus. Gary Laney of Advanced Digital here with Mike Herndon of AL.com. And today we're talking about continuing our week-long look at defensive players in the SEC. You can vote in our poll that we put up Monday for the best defensive player in the SEC. But today we're talking recruiting. We're talking both the biggest impact players coming in the 2014 class and the biggest targets in the SEC region in the 2015 class. And Mike, to open this up, when you look at the 2014 class, the first guy you want to talk about isn't really a high school guy. It's a junior college guy.
Yeah, Derek Moncrief's a safety that's coming in the 2014 class at Auburn and has been getting a lot of work with the ones in spring practice. He's a guy that they're looking to be on the field this fall, and I think you'll see him play quite a bit, if not be a starter right off the bat.
Alabama in the secondary looks to have an impact, probably a cornerback, a position that might have been a bit of a weakness for them last year.
Well, and you know, the injury to Eddie Jackson they've had in spring drills certainly adds to this situation. Tony Brown is a five-star guy to Texas. It's already on campus working with the team during spring drills. And then another five-star, Marlon Humphrey from Hoover High up in Birmingham area is coming in this fall. So I think they're looking for those guys to come in and play quite a bit for them. And certainly the injury to Jackson, who was looking to be one of their top corners, they think he's going to be back this fall, but it's an ACL, so that's obviously a touch-and-go situation, and they're going to need those freshmen to come in and play.
I'm going to bring up a couple of other secondary guys. Jalen Tabor at Florida, school that's had some good success producing cornerbacks. They have three guys that should go in the first three rounds of the NFL draft. Vernon Hargraves returns and may be the best cover cornerback in college football, and Tabor comes in with the opportunity to maybe play right away opposite Hargraves, a highly regarded cornerback prospect. And at LSU, Jamal Adams, maybe the most highly regarded safety, our most highly regarded defensive prospect in their class. He's going to come into a position where LSU sort of had a revolving door. You know, when they say you have a lot of guys playing a position, you don't have one maybe. Maybe Jamal can come in and solidify that position as safety and come in and make a quick impact. Let's move over to the 2015 class. A lot of good guys coming in. Speaking of defensive backs, Kevin Tolliver, ESPN's top defensive guy in the country, committed to LSU long ago, seems to be solid in that commitment, a guy that can come in and play right away. But, he's one of many. The Southeast is always known for elite defensive prospects. Talk about some of the other guys out there.
Well, certainly there's a lot of pass rushers and a lot of defensive linemen in this class. Byron Cowart out of Florida, C.C. Jefferson, another Florida prospector, are five-star guys that everybody's after. Deron Payne is the top prospect here in Alabama, has a lot of upside. Kid's that's a 320-pound defensive tackle who can dunk a basketball. It's something you can't teach. And then, Alabama's already got a pretty highly recruited one in their class, and McKee Brown from Georgia, defensive end, probably play outside linebacker in their system, a guy that other schools have not quit recruiting, so they're going to have to work hard to keep him in their class.
The guy everybody will be after is Trent Thompson, defensive tackle out of Georgia, who I believe right now is 24/7's number one guy on their composite list. So, as usual, a lot of elite guys in the South. Forget to even mention Dalen Mack in Texas, Kendall Sheffield, a cornerback in Texas. So many good defensive players. Why the SEC always has great defenses. One
guy to keep an eye on and then this week, Kerryon Johnson, who's one of the top prospects in Alabama, as a running back, is going to be committing between either Alabama, Auburn, or Florida State. He's a guy, even though we're talking about defensive players, he's a running back, but he's a guy that could also project as a safety on the next level.
And if he was considered a safety, how far up would he be on the list of safeties, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's a superlative athlete, and I think he may be a four-star some services, but he's right on the line, I think. And we're actually going to redo our list in Alabama, the top prospects, and he was number 2 the first time we did it. He's going to get a lot of consideration for number 1 this time. He's that good an athlete.
All right, well, there you have it. Again, lots of good defensive players in the South. For Mike, I'm Gary Laney. We'll see you guys next week.